Along with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce joins us from the sidelines. And so off the tip, it's the Raptors. To the middle. Here's Poeltl. And the dunk by Poeltl.
Well, I know he doesn't have to get too high to slam it home, but it doesn't take away from the force and the message sent on the dunk.
You know, Grant, an underrated area of improvement for Scottie Barnes has been his defense.
You're spot on, B.A. I mean, we've seen an elevated intensity from him on that end. Finding more denials, attacking the ball, really proving himself as an effective stopper.
And that one's good, quickly.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Let's send it out to Allie LaForce, who caught up with head coach Darko Rajakovic. Allie?
He was emphatic, saying that Edwards was their main concern, telling me Anthony poses problems on both sides of the ball, and he is relentless. He doesn't let up. He wants his guys to match Edwards' energy.
Allie, thank you. And the three off target. Pass to Conley. Randall, right side. Back to Conley. And here's Edwards. 5 to shoot. Rebound, Toronto. Right side, Barrett. That's tipped. And stolen by Edwards. The finish! Oh, wow!
Guys, you get a look at how dynamic a force Edwards can be. Makes both the defensive play and then goes ahead and scores it himself.
Now here's Barnes. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Here's Edwards. McDaniels from long range. First shot won't go. And it really feels like the chemistry of this Timberwolves team has taken a step forward.
And B.A., you know this. Winning always enhances that energy and chemistry. But beyond that, this is a roster full of players that have had individual success, and now they're hungry and thirsty for team success, because that's the true measure.
Timberwolves trail by 3. Randall outside. From outside the arc. Fires in the triple.
Well, you cannot sleep on Julius Randle. Catch and shoot jumper. Okay, Julius, we see you.
Kicks it out to Barrett. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Edwards with it, and it's Ingram picking him up. It's Edwards on the wing. Driving in, and Edwards slams it in.
This guy is so explosive. Anthony Edwards off the bounce. My goodness.
The B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. So it's Minnesota now. Toronto making their last shot.
We can see the defenders try to play with a level of physicality against Mike Conley, but this guy's such a tough competitor. He'll get to the line.
The first one falls. Grant, would you say the Raptors are in the process of starting over?
You know, I certainly don't think that's the wrong thing to call it, B.A. Coaching changes, some big trades. They're shuffling things around and trying to start building something new.
Pass to Edwards. Back to Conley. The 3 is up. Poeltl grabs a miss.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
To the inside. Ingram. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Outside Conley. Clock at 6. It's Edwards with a drive. And Edwards slams it in.
How about Anthony Edwards, the bounce? Go ahead, Ant.
Knocked loose. It's Barrett on the wing. Pass to Pirtle. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors able to retain possession here.
Substitution on the court.
There's 21 seconds left in the first quarter. And that one's good. Quickly.
His vision is excellent for a center. You see it in the assist from Pirtle. He has got such great awareness of his teammates' movements.
Reed sets a screen. Here's DiVincenzo. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And just a great screen.
And they got a high-powered finish out of it.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
And that concludes.
50. The Timberwolves. 14.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in this second quarter. All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for the Raptors?
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
Now here's Alexander Walker. Pass to DiVincenzo. 4 on the clock. Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, the Timberwolves are one of the biggest teams in the association, and Coach Chris Finch said, quote, "That's how we're built. It's part of our identity. That's what we have to lean into. We want to be big at the rim and force our size on opponents." Brian, he loves to see other teams hesitant to venture into the paint.
Hearing footsteps, right? Allie, thanks.
Boy, he's at the cup, but that is tremendous defense. Prohibit the lay-in without fouling.
Minnesota in the lead. And the jumper from the wing offline.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Did you see that? Look at the elevation on that dunk, B.A.
Man, he just cocked it back and fired it down with one hand. Now here's Miller. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Here's DiVincenzo. And so far in this one, 2 for 4. Well, Grant, with players getting bigger and more athletic, do you support moving the restricted area out?
Yeah, B.A., I would. We've seen a lot of injuries when defenders slide underneath elevated players on the drive. So cutting down that risk makes a lot of sense.
All right, Scotty Barnes showing us you want to be in the dunk contest, young sir.
Here's DiVincenzo. Unable to get that one. Oh, good D by Boucher. Inside. Here's Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
That's big-time length and athleticism by Scotty Barnes, leaving no doubt.
DiVincenzo driving. Goes back up. Miller can't get it to go. Raptors lead by 3. Pass to Barrett. Down low. Boucher. And there's 2. Work on the glass, paying off that time.
And for Boucher, to me, it's about taking his time inside. When he does that, he's very effective.
Here is DiVincenzo. A slam dunk by Reed.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. After their title in 2019, the Raptors have struggled to stay among the league's elite stars.
Well, think about it, B.A. The driver of that title success was Kawhi Leonard and Kyle Lowry. Both of those players are gone. Very hard to replace players of that caliber. Almost inevitable they were going to take a step back.
Reed. Oh, good D by Boucher.
Oh, gritty defense. Protecting the rim at all costs against a guy who has all sorts of ways to finish.
Barnes, no good. Timberwolves trail by 3. Pass to Ingles. Out outside. DiVincenzo. An easy 2 on the layup. DiVincenzo's got 4 points in the quarter.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
And Minnesota with some changes.
First team foul.
1:04 left in the first half. Outside Dick. It's Barnes on the wing. To the paint. Outside Barrett. 6 to shoot. Back to Boucher. Launches a 3. And again, Toronto, no good. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they'd like.
And I really can't see why they wouldn't.
Randall outside. Pass to McDaniels. Edwards with it. The shake. Edwards so good inside.
Another lead change. Give these teams credit. They're really fighting it out.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
Here's Barnes. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. The T-Wolves on top, up by 1. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for the Timberwolves. It's a 1-point game. Randall outside. 5 on the clock. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. The shot by Conley, no good. Inside, Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
This guy is such a phenomenal scorer. Scotty Barnes feeling very good right now.
For 3, Barrett hits a three-pointer. Barrett's got his first 3 points of the game.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
Pass to Edwards. Down low. Here's Gobert. Second shot opportunity. Oh, rejected by Boucher.
Boy, if Boucher is nearby, I'd be hearing footsteps if I was a shooter. This guy can erase some shots with that length. Boy, George Gervin-esque with the feathery touch on the finger roll. Don't see that too much anymore.
And the call will be against Brandon Ingram. That's his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
And we're about 1.5 minutes in the second half. To halt the run. And he jams it home with authority.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Now here's Dick. He's scoreless. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw.
Boy, it looked like the D was going to get to that shot, but what a job he did to change his release and get the lay-in.
And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
Outside Reed. Pass to Minot. Here's Alexander Walker. Just 4 to shoot. From deep, Conley. And it's Boucher with the rebound.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Offensive rebound. Here's Abaji. To the right side. Boucher up top.
Timberwolves foul. Minot. That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play.
Boy, how about the quickness of Mike Conley to get from defensive stance to contest? That is nice.
Pass to Reed. Here's Minot. Outside Conley. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Dillingham. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It goes on Chris Boucher.
The officials were right on top of that one.
The line for the Timberwolves.
Something this Raptors team does very well is move the ball doors.
Yeah, B.A., this is an unselfish group of guys. They like moving the basketball, getting everybody involved. Amazing when a team has everybody touch it, how good it feels.
Now here's Dick. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Nice idea by Grady Dick. I mean, he put the ball on the floor, and I think that'll open things up for him.
Third quarter action. Just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Pass to Minot. Launches it. Agbaji with a rebound. Here's Toronto with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Toronto shooting their second free throw attempt on the night. Timberwolves trail by 10. Pass to Randall. Edwards with it. .103 left in the third quarter here. Off target from the baseline. Boucher outside. Here's Battle. 4-3. Lobo gets the bucket. Lobo's got 6 points in the quarter.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
Now here's Edwards. Give him 8. For 3, DiVincenzo. Nails it from 3. DiVincenzo's got 9.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Boucher. Ooh, great D that time from Gobert. To the inside. Here's Randall. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Yeah, a strong move to the rack draws that foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
Taking 2 shots.
And Randall drops them both.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
And so it's the Toronto Raptors, up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period, just pounding the painted area.
33.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Raptors lead by 8. Pass to Boucher. Here's Mobo. Boucher on the screen. Fires from deep. Knocks down the long J.
Now, this is a young guy stretching the big position, right? Chris Boucher very willing to rise and fire from downtown.
Now DiVincenzo. Guarded by Dick. Back to DiVincenzo. Pass to Randall. Edwards muscles it inside. Wow.
Assist goes to.
And that strength and concentration from Anthony Edwards. Yes, there's contact. Doesn't bother him.
Here's Battle. Here's Boucher for 3. Edwards pulls it in.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Right side, DiVincenzo. And that one goes. He's shooting 5 of 9 in this one.
Well, Anthony Edwards plays with joy, and you love to see him get his teammates involved. Pretty pass.
Pass to Battle. Here's Abaji. Outside Dick. Shot clock at 5. The Raptors need to get off a shot. Offensive rebound. Timberwolves trail by 7. Outside Edwards. Edwards, no problem with the contact.
I think his teammates understand that Anthony Edwards has every aspect of his offensive game working, so let's make sure he's got the basketball.
Here's Abaji. Counted from distance. And the Raptors lead by 8.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
But what stood out to me was their passing. They moved the ball effortlessly and have been able to find those holes in the defense.
And some changes here for the Raptors. Ingram on the wing. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
The length of Ingram poses issues for defenders, which is why he gets fouled a lot.
At the line for Toronto.
Both free throws good from Ingram.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
And Edwards slams it in.
He put some rage into that one, B.A.
You're telling me. Pass to Quickly. Outside Barnes. Over Randall. Now Pirtle. Ooh, great D that time from Gobert. McDaniels with it. Banked it in off the glass. And now just a 4-point Toronto lead.
Well, this is the all-around game of Julius Randle, right? We think he can score it, board it, but how about that pass?
To the middle. Here's Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
What an excellent post-entry pass. Good things happen when you make that next look.
It's hauled in by the Raptors. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. 3 from Barnes. Ooh, he's found his rhythm. 7 for 10 and counting.
This is a huge part of Scotty Barnes' development. Can he knock down the long ball?
It's Edwards on the wing. Back to DiVincenzo. Randall with it. And it's Ingram picking him up. And here's Edwards outside. Rebounded by Ingram.
What a nice individual defensive effort right there. Did a great job contesting.
Pirtle. Let's go with a 3. They get it again. Tries again. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
Well, terrific use of the pump fake by Pirtle. He gets his man in the air, draws the contact. That move is just so effective.
And the second free throw, no good. Tough break there. Minnesota with the ball. Trailing by 10. Edwards for 3. Edwards can't get that one to fall. To the paint. Outside for Ingram. Knocks down the triple.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
Here's Toronto with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. It's Barrett on the wing. Kicks it out to Barnes. Fires it from 18. Randall pulls down the board. So it's the Raptors winning this one easily. A competitive